What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. Alright, so we're going to be showcasing the goddess herself, Demon Goddess TOWA. So let's just jump right on in and see what she can do. She's a Key 4 150 lead to, wow, we have a terrible first rotation here. Alright, so we're not even going to get TOWA till at least the third rotation. So that's kind of not ideal, but we'll tolerate it, I suppose. She is, let me read over her stats for you really quick. Is he ranked better with him? What does he have? Here's Battle. Alright, we'll do this. We'll put Broly in slot 1. Alright, so let me read that TOWA real fast now that we're actually in. She is a Key 4 150 to Dragon Ball Heroes. Raises attack for 1 turn on Super. Gives herself attack and defense of 180 at start of turn. All allies Key 3 and 40. High chance of an additional 10 and 10% attack and defense for all allies. High chance of evading enemies' attack when HP is 50% or more. Extreme class allies Key plus 60, or Key plus 60, wow. Attack and defense plus 60%, and recovers 50% HP when HP is 50% or less, one time only, so it gives you a pretty much half to full heal, depending on where your HP is. And then plus an additional 40% attack and defense, up to 120% with each attack evaded. So she's pretty solid, but the only thing I gotta worry about is I gotta try to keep this TOWA on rotation, which is what kind of sucks. She's gotta stay on rotation, because I need her linked up with her perfect. Demon Goddess TOWA and Darkness TOWA have 7 out of 7 links active when they're paired together. They are the ideal rotation. So we got to keep them together as much as possible, which I almost just accidentally rotated her off, which would have kind of really slowed down my... Okay, so that's not as bad as I thought that was going to be. I honestly thought that was going to hit a lot harder. This is not going to do well. Why are we getting double supered? On the, like, it's literally the units I don't want to see get double supered are getting double supered. But that's how it always happens. Whenever you're trying to record or showcase for a specific unit, the game's like, oh, you didn't want that? Yeah, don't worry, you're getting it anyway. Okay, so he's stunned, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really bother me too much, because we're going to rotate him to this. Rose. And, I mean, I guess I guarantee you to attack him. It doesn't really matter too much. And then Rose again. Yeah, we're running the TOWAs on a dual Rose team, so a dual 200% leader. Because this is probably the best. Ooh, 6.8 million on the Rose. I didn't give him full credit when I was using him before. I kind of said his defense was a little mid. It is, but it isn't. Did he just dodge Broly's super attack? I think he did. He dodged both of Broly's super attacks. Not his normal attacks, his super attack he dodged. Of course he did. I kind of said this Goku Black doesn't have as much defense as he should with the guard. He does if he supers enough. Let's put it that way. He needs to super quite a bit for it to be fully active. Okay, so let's look at TOWA right here real quick. Without any links active, 286,000 attack. Actually, let's do this real quick. Boom. 400,000 attack, 216,000 defense. Link her with herself. She gets 680,000 attack and 324,000 defense. Almost 325,000 with all links active. Again, like I said, ideally these two are the best linking partners to have together. So let's see how well she does against, well, this situation. She needs to dodge to increase her stats. There's one, that's 40%, and she took the hit on the other one. So already at 7 million. Okay, one dodge, all links active, she's at 7 million already. Her defense went up too, so that's really good as well. She has to dodge more. We really need her to dodge like 2 or 3 more times. I mean, two more times to get her to max stats, but I want to see 2 times. I wanted to see it 2 times and then a super after, like a double super maybe, just to really see what we can get her to as her 1-turn max. Because her 1-turn max would be 2 supers. Because I don't think she has any built-in additionals, so her max that she could do is be a double super rotation. Which would be pretty cool to see how high you can get her. I think she can cross 10 million. If she gets that additional 80% with all links active and her being on the rotation with that best support partner she has, I think, don't quote me on it, but I think she can cross 10 million. We're rotating him off, doesn't matter. Okay. Swap you around. Yeah, go like that. Let's look at her defense now that she has dodged at least once. So TOWA, post-dodge, 1 dodge, 1 out of 3, is sitting at 979,000 attack and 442,000 defense. She has enough attacks in slot 1 that she should be able to dodge. I'm assuming at least 1 to 2 more of those. Or not. Okay, just 1. I mean, that's cool, I guess. 9.2 million. So yeah, definitely she'll cross 10 million, no question. If she dodges another one. Dodging this would be great. There it is. So now she is officially... Okay, 11 million is going to be her max stat post-super, which is just ridiculous for a support unit. Mind you, TOWA is meant to be ran as a support unit. She is not meant to be leading the charge on the team at all. That's not what her kit was built to be for. That's not what she was built for originally. But if she can do this, that is just massive. Like, and this man's just hitting so well because he has dual supports on this rotation. But, I mean, just, it's massive to have a unit like TOWA on a 200% team who supports everybody else and can hit over 10 million on a super attack. Those kind of numbers are just ridiculous for just, I mean, realistically, anything at this point in time, that's just ridiculous. I'm hoping the Broly's won't get us killed. I just realized how low defense they have. He should be fine. As long as he can do at least 2 supers, hopefully. Can you do another super, Broly? Because if you get super, you might be GG's. Okay, great. You do 1 super. You have your best linking partner in yourself, and you can't even do a second super. But then again, like I said in his showcase, he was completely overlooked. They just threw him out there just to put the name Broly on a unit. Okay, so now we have probably the best rotation we could most likely have this TOWA on. Because she has all links active, every single one, and she gets support from this gentleman here, Hearts. She gets an additional 30% attack and defense normally, and key 1, plus an additional key 2 and 20 for all allies, and medium chance of stunning all enemies when all allies attacking the same turn extreme class crossover, which they all are. So right now he is giving them, or mainly just a Darkness TOWA that I'm only worried about, key 3 and 50%, whereas this TOWA is giving her key 3 and 40%. So she's getting an additional 90% attack and defense in slot 1. So she's sitting at 800,000, almost 812,000 defense, and 1.7 million on a super. Let's see what she does. We could die here if he supers. We easily could. She's maxed out on attack and defense, so these dodges don't matter any. But I mean, it's still pretty cool. 12.5 million with the support, and she's okay. So she's gonna raise her attack once here. Can we get a double super? We can't. Okay, that's fine. But we've seen what she can do. She's hitting 12 million as a support unit with almost 1 mil defense. Like, that's just ridiculous to me. And the reason I took on this cooler stage is because it's so much easier. In the sense of they're not going to hit hard, and it's going to give me enough time to really utilize her and build her up a little bit. I'm not intending to beat this stage. That's, again, never my goal when I take these events on. Let's just throw Broly up here. Worst thing that happens, we fail. We've seen what we wanted to see already in the TOWA's attack stat being just as high as it is. She almost hit 13 million, so I'm kind of set on that right now. I'm kind of okay with that. So let's just do the Dokkan mode here really quick. Maybe we'll get the chance to bring TOWA back out after this Dokkan mode. This Broly would need to do a double or triple super. I don't even know if he could take the super attack from this cooler with a double or triple. He would need a quad super and a damage reduction item to probably be able to take the attack. So I don't think Broly can do it. I think we're gonna lose anyway, no matter which Broly we had there. I could have put Rose in slot 1 and probably tanked it. Not probably, I'm gonna phrase that. I know we would have tanked it. But either one of these Brolys, if they don't do a double super, which the first one didn't, and this one's gonna get his super to miss. I need to get this Broly on a showcase now that he's post EZA. I said I was gonna way back when on his partner showcase, and he hits really, really good too, which is surprising. He needs if he would have had a support unit on this rotation, I think he would have crushed it. All right, so now he's gonna hit the super on Rose, so that's kind of good. Rose, I know can tank it, especially post super. I know. Okay, he's not gonna even get the chance to hit Rose unless he dodges us. Nope, he's not gonna get the chance. Rose is gonna finish him off. Okay, perfect. And that was it, actually. That was the end of the fight. So I was kind of a little bit ahead of myself. Yeah. So Demon Goddess TOWA is on a completely different level than almost every other support unit. The only support unit I can think on top of my head right now that is on her level in terms of offense, support, And actually, the unit is well ahead of her, but just in the concept of, like, close, I would have to say Bulma. Like, Bulma blows her away completely, but this TOWA is comparable at best, I would say. She's comparable to the Bulma. She's not on par with the Bulma, no. But she's comparable to the LR Bulma in the sense of, well, she's not as defensive comparable, let me put it that way, because the Bulma has the damage reduction, and then she builds it up over time. But like I said, comparable in the sense of she does what she needs to do, she can hit hard, and she has high defense. So, it's probably not as comparable as I want it to be. But, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time with Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, when we take probably her into an event and see what she can do. I'm probably going to need to go on an easier event, because she was Easy 8 a couple years ago, and she is not anywhere near as good as her counterpart. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.